Link TV, connecting you to the world. Link TV is viewer supported. Watch more at linktv.org.
The Catholic Church has been hit by sex abuse scandals across Europe.
He assaulted this child here, this child here.
It is alleged that the Pope knew about the pedophilia and did nothing.
The scandal's getting bigger by the day.
Next on Global Pulse. A comparison of how broadcasters worldwide are covering the Catholic sex abuse scandal.
The American Catholic Church has been embroiled in child sex abuse scandals on and off since 1985. Now there's a new urgency as abuses that took place across Europe and in Pope Benedict's home country of Germany come to light. Yet when the Pope visited the U.S. in 2008, he seemed to lay the blame on American promiscuity, as Al Jazeera reported at the time.
In his first clerical event on U.S. soil, Benedict XVI told his American bishops they bore responsibility for failing to curb priests who had preyed on children. The Pope said the scandal had to be judged amid what he called a culture of general permissiveness.
But now scandals are erupting across Europe and around the world. First came Ireland, as the BBC reported.
Not only did dozens of Irish priests attack children in their parish, the Catholic Church covered it up. Today's report concludes that the reputation of the Church was put above the welfare of the children. The investigation found that at least 46 priests abused more than 300 children.
An incendiary story by France's TV5 about a case in Brazil added fuel to the fire.
Videotaped by one of his former victims, an altar boy, a scene caught filmed in a hotel that has shocked Brazil, the largest Catholic country in the world. An 82-year-old priest caught with a young man asks anxiously, "Who is at the door?" The investigation is a product of TV station SBT, which has chronicled the stories of 3 victims of priest Luis Marquez Barbosa and 2 of his colleagues, all church officials in the city of Arapiraca.
When German victims began to come forward, the Pope himself was implicated in the cover-up, as Germany's RTL and Deutsche Welle reported.
The current scandal emerged at the end of January with allegations that teachers at a Jesuit-run private school, the Canisius College in Berlin, sexually abused and beat their pupils in the 1970s and 80s. Since then, fresh allegations of abuse at German Catholic institutions have surfaced almost daily.
In the scandal of the Catholic Church, the Pope is receiving more and more criticism. In 1980, Priest H was sent to Munich for therapy because of his pedophile tendencies. Pope Benedict, at that time Archbishop of Munich, was part of the decision. Despite this, the priest returned to caring for parishioners and attacked children again. The former general vicar, Gerhard Gruber, supposedly made that decision completely on his own. At the same time, the Vatican gave out new statistics. Since 2001, 3,000 new cases from all over the world were registered there. In 60% of these, the only consequence was disciplinary due to the age of the case.
And now, according to the BBC, Pope Benedict's reputation is suffering.
At this youth rally in Rome last night, Pope Benedict was celebrated like a superstar. But the abuse scandal is damaging his church and his papacy. Even in Traunstein, Pope Benedict's hometown, the Pope is being openly criticized.
People were definitely being proud of having a German Pope, and the proudness has gone.
Surveys show that only a third of German Catholics now trust the Pope.
In a twist of fate, U.S. abuse victims are now giving advice to the Church, as NBC News reported.
But abuse survivors want more than words. Peter Isley of the SNAP organization wants the Vatican to do what the U.S. bishops did after the sexual abuse crisis in the Archdiocese of Boston.
In the United States, if you've sexually assaulted a child, under canon law, but just for the United States, you cannot practice as a priest. You have to be removed from ministry, but that law is only in the United States.
Both the Irish and German churches now promise to cooperate with authorities on future abuse cases. It's ironic that the Pope, who once saw the child abuse problem as stemming from American culture, may now have no choice but to follow the course the U.S. has taken. So, is abuse by priests a civil or spiritual problem? Tell us what you think. Go to our website at linktv.org/globalpulse. For Global Pulse, I'm Erin Coker.
Link TV is the only U.S. network dedicated to global and national news, uncompromising documentaries, and diverse cultural programs. Programs which connect you to the world. To learn more, visit linktv.org.